Hey everybody. So I have something to share that I wasn't really expecting to have to share this week, especially after last week we just introduced little baby Val puppy to you. I knew when we got her, she was absolutely tiny. I don't even think she was a pound. Was as harder than I expected it to be. I knew there was a high likelihood that she might not make it, but I'm kind of almost like, I feel like I'm working toward patron saint of lost causes. I don't know, I can't resist, especially with an animal, giving them the chance to have a life. So we brought her home and I got up with her at night. That whole first week, I think I was up 2 or 3 times at least at night, giving her bottles. And then about a week in, she just kind of tanked. And she wasn't eating well. She was just kind of laying on her side. And gut told me I needed to go ahead and take her into the vet. We have an absolutely amazing pet vet here that we take our dogs to. And so I went ahead and took her in, and they checked for parvo, which was highly unlikely because she was teeny tiny. They ran a fecal. They couldn't find anything in particular, and they just suggested that instead of the goat's milk that I swap her over to formula, and they gave me a gel that had extra minerals and calories in it that I could just kind of put in her mouth, let her suck off my finger. And they gave her fluids and they gave her B12, and she rested that afternoon, and then she started to perk up and she started taking the bottle again. And I thought we were over the hump. And then about another week, she tanked again. There were some parasite issues there. That's something I've learned, that puppies can contract parasites from their mother in utero. So even though they had run a fecal and it didn't show anything, fecals don't always show, because if parasites aren't shedding and aren't laying eggs, you don't see it. So she's had parasite issues. We tried handling that, and then she got really sick. She cried all night long, was visibly in pain. We took her back to the vet. They did fluids again, they did B12 again. He wanted to see her again in 2 days, and that whole day she just kind of was pitiful. And then she started getting gaspy, and that evening I went back and picked her up, and I think she was just waiting for me. Because she actually died in my arms. And oh gosh, y'all, I knew it could happen. I knew we could lose her, but I was hoping against hope. So they actually buried her over at the corner of the house, put a little rose bush over her that I probably actually need to go water right now. So little Miss Val, I have to just tell myself she was an incredibly loved little puppy. That she felt loved, that we put the time and energy into her and snuggled her, and she had the best 2 weeks that a little baby puppy could have. But it's kind of a sad end to a story there. Things keep rolling here. We've still got the goats going, we've still got the garden, plenty to keep us busy, but I hate to share that with y'all. But that was kind of the end of the story for her. You know you have an amazing vet when you get a sympathy card signed by everybody at the vet clinic. We love Smith Animal Hospital. We have our first garden villains of the year. Do you see the top of that tomato plant? See how those leaves have just been stripped? That is a characteristic signal for hornworms. Evil, evil hornworms. Over here, let me show you another signal you can take a look for. One thing you want to look for when you're looking for hornworms is you're going to look for droppings. And their droppings can be green or brown. See, there's some more stripped leaves right there. They're huge. They look kind of like grenades. Aha! Just spotted some. Alright, let's see. Right there. See that? They do. They look like a little grenade. Well, in this case, a big grenade, because I found the culprit. And y'all, check out this beast. Oh, he's huge. Come on, focus camera. Camera's having a hard time focusing on him. He's enormous. Yeah. I don't even like touching him. You can see I pinched off the top of the plant because I can't bring myself to touch him. But y'all, he's easily thicker than my thumb and probably about the span of my hand. Oh, so because I like to try and use organic practices, I just have to handpick these boogers. Y'all, I just spotted another one. See it? Right there, those stripes. Evil boogers. So that means there's just no telling how many there are here. So I'm gonna go do a little hornworm harvesting, and then I'll throw them to the chickens because they'll probably appreciate them. Ugh. There's one around here somewhere. You can see how's my twigs of the plants right here. So apparently what we usually call the tomato hornworm isn't particularly picky, because those are not tomatoes. Those are ground cherries. Where is it? Ooh, it's even been nibbling on my tomato over there. Oh, not cool. Not cool. There's another one. I hate them. Oh, that's a smaller one. Still gross. Another little grenade poop sitting right there on the stem. There's one nearby. And another one. Up there with this characteristic chew off the whole leaf damage. And another one. Here's a shot to kind of test your eye. Can you find the hornworm? Look for the stripes and the dots. And this guy's just helping himself. Ooh. Just munching away. Move this leaf. See if we can see. You can see how quickly. Come here. Where did you go? There he is. How quickly he damages things and why. Sorry for my hand. I'm gonna try and get it to focus. 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 There we go. There he is. You see him? Out of focus again. And I think he's figured out we're onto him because he stopped eating. Evil thing. Blah. So here's my findings so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 evil hornworms. And something I forgot to tell you, if you touch these things, they click to try to scare you off. And I don't believe they can actually hurt you. I just can't bear to touch them. That's why I pinch them off. But they click. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. Oh. Not really, but this is a good close-up of their coloration. Look, they're even just eating in the bucket. Completely blissfully unaware that they're going to be chicken treats. Wahahaha. What are you eating, Dorothy?
Ground cherry.
Ground cherry? Can you show me what they look like? Is that what it looks like on the plant? Molly, can you show me? Very cool. And how do we know they're ready?
When they're green.
No.
No, when they're brown.
And on the...
Inside.
And on the...
On the branch.
No!
And on the ground.
That's why they're called ground cherries.
And they look like this on the inside. Dorothy one was cracked. Ta!
Yeah, that one's probably not as ripe as the one Dorothy had. They're best when they're kind of brown, like this one.
It's a gift For you.
But they're yummy. They taste kind of like a grape.
I don't like a grape. Can I taste this one?
You don't like anything.
I like fruits. Like strawberries.
This is a
But I don't
ground
like
cherry. It's a fruit.
But I don't like not that kind of fruit. But some fruits I don't like pineapple. Yeah. But I like the juice. Yummy.
All right, well, let's go get rid of these caterpillars, shall we?
Oh, I don't want to. I'm gonna miss them. Come on, let's go.
Figured I would sit here. This is what I like to do in the evening. After I've milked Delia, she's the only one I have to milk in the evening. I like to just sit down and be with my babies and just soak it in. And this is just so healing. To just sit and snuggle. Love on them. They love back on me. And it kind of makes other things worth it. Since this video kind of has focused on some of the challenges of homesteading, in particular parasites. Parasites are just going to be a fact of a farm. It's kind of like with your dog at home. You know, if you have a dog, they will try to have fleas and ticks. And that's why you come up with a management plan. That's why you do your heartworm pills every month, because those have preventatives in them that help with internal parasites, and some of them amazingly even help with your external ones like your fleas and your ticks. It just takes having a good management plan, and on a farm there are that many more opportunities for parasites to surface, and you just have to have a plan of attack for either preventing or for treating once it shows up. I found most years with my little bitties, when they start to get a little stressed, when mom's starting to wean them a little bit, sometimes we'll have coccidia pop up. And I have a plan of attack on that. I do a 5-day treatment, and it usually does a beautiful job of clearing it right up. And if that doesn't work, then I've got my backup. I have Dr. Mike at the vet school that I can call now, who's absolutely phenomenal, and he'll come and have a look at them, and he'll give me a good course of action. It's the same thing with pets at home. You have a vet that you trust, you use your preventative plans, and if something doesn't work, someone's feeling sick, you take them into the vet. So you're not failing by running into issues that absolutely anyone with an animal is going to run into, even if they just have a cat or a dog in their backyard at home. And it just adds a level of complexity when it's not just cats and dogs, it's goats and it's chickens. But they're worth it. The joy they bring is worth it. And yeah, there are hard times. But the joy is worth it. Right, Nim? So, as discouraging as it can be, losing a little one, like we lost baby Val, it's still worth persevering. And, you know, we still need a livestock guardian. So, we're coming up with other plans. I think we probably have something lined up. We'll just have to see. But until then, we just continue. And like Anna would say, we just do the next right thing. That might be watering the garden, or it might be sitting down and snuggling with a lap full of irresistibly adorable baby goats. So thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.